Welcome to Unboxing. My name is Rafael Escobedo, and today on this video we're going to talk about the results of Adrien Broner versus Shawn Porter. Hey, I'm sorry I'm doing this video a little bit late. I don't know if you saw the awesome fight coming on this past Saturday. And the fight I was talking about is not really Adrien Broner versus Shawn Porter, which it should have been. That's the highlight of this weekend. That was the big main event going on this weekend, but it didn't happen. Errol Spence versus Roberto Garcia. It didn't happen. It was a co-main event. It should have happened. Barbara should pull off this Wednesday. Didn't have the fight, so Errol Spence had to get a last-minute person and knocked him out 3 rounds. No big deal. Nothing happening there. And let's get to the main event. Adrien Broner versus Shawn Porter. It should have been a good fight. I'm not saying it should have been a great fight, but if y'all watched it, it was kind of a year just waiting for the David Lemieux and Andre Ward fight coming up. But basically, it ended up being just Shawn Porter just pushing him out, hustling him out through the rounds, landing the punches. He was hitting a lot of body blows. Adrien Broner was just throwing those punches. It was 1, 2, 3. Not really throwing it all in combination. Just one here, one there, one there. He did get a knockdown in the 12th round, which Shawn Porter lost. But it wasn't enough to help him out. Shawn Porter being the more aggressor, more active, more pushing that person back. Had this fight won, but at the same time, the wild punches and the holding from Adrien Broner, this fight wasn't so great to publicize one of the good fights that should have been going on. But at the same time, it helped out weed out the 147 division. And after that, I wanted to kill Brook, just come in here, just fight. I really don't want to see him fight Shawn Porter again, but hopefully he fights somebody else. And wherever wins out of there, Shawn Porter does deserve to fight again for the belt, even though he looks so great against Adrien Broner. But Shawn Porter not the person he looked like he was back in the days. Before he had his little layoff, he was real sharp, real persistent with his jabs, straight punch, right hand. Now he does wild punches from the right hand side. So even though he's still technical, goes for the body and goes for the head, he still goes a little bit wild. I don't understand what happened there, but hopefully he needs to get a fix of that. And he's gonna need to fight for the belt again. So he needs to sharpen his skills on that. And yeah, it was kind of rough. Adrien Broner was like pushing him down, holding him. He does all these dirty things and still thinks he's the shit. He ain't what the shit. He ain't what. Adrien Broner's overrated, man. Hopefully Al Heyman don't waste that much money on him. Use him as a stepping stone for everybody else, because that's what he deserves. He don't deserve to be a top dog, man. It's just playing out. Shawn Porter, he doesn't look to be a great fighter. He's good. He got real good amateur background, but at the same time, he needs to step it up himself, sharpen up his skills, hands up, keep it sharp, and just punch straight, man. Those wild overhand rights doesn't help him out that much. He's losing energy when he's throwing those punches, missing those punches, but that's ass fight, man. Hopefully, this fight is free. You didn't waste some money. NBC. There should be some boxing fights that, how many times you watch a UFC fight, it wasn't worth a shit. You saw fucking 5 rounds of fucking holding and fucking molestation of each other in that fucking ring. You ain't seen no punches or nothing been done. That's why I like boxing better. At least if some punches were thrown. Not the greatest skill level was shown out there, even those guys are up there at that level. Yeah, this is something else. There's something to see. And what I was talking about, the fight of the night, Andre Ward versus Paul Smith, it wasn't that fight, even though Andre Ward did it what he always does. Basically, to get lopsided win against people that ain't nobody. He needs to fight somebody. Andre Ward, he hasn't really fought nobody since Chad Dawson. And Chad Dawson had a sacrifice from going from light heavyweight to super middleweight before he could get that fight, because Chad Dawson was he was doing real good in the light heavyweight division, and he wanted to check out there. Even before that, he fought Carl Froch, and that's like 4 years ago, man. He needs to step it up and start fighting, like 3.5 years ago. But he needs to step it up and start fighting some great fighters. He had little problems with his promoters. He also had surgery on his left shoulder. But I ain't gonna lie, he did look good. He fought somebody he's supposed to beat, and I was surprised that it didn't go 12 rounds, because Andre Ward hasn't been fighting over 19 months. And it's showing that, he's able to still be in 19-month layoff, fight somebody in the top 10. He's not a top dog. He was a former champion, but that was years ago. And anybody could get old overnight. And everybody could change overnight. And Adrien Broner just showed that he's able to beat anybody that's not so great, and take him out ninth round, knock down the corner, stop the fight, and it wasn't great boxing because Adrien Broner was just fighting the punching bag, and that's not I don't care about it. It's whatever. He's coming back. He's showing his shoulders doing pretty good, and see what happens after that. After that, he's been having little arguments with Triple G, calling him out, saying he called him out like 2 years ago, and Triple G is like scared to fight him. 2 different weight divisions, and all that stuff. I guess has to do something with Dan Goose, and I guess he can't see nothing because he's passed away. So it's kind of BS going on right now. But don't even worry about Adrien Broner fighting Triple G because it ain't gonna happen. Because Triple G is going to also try and make some money before he goes up in weight, trying to fight the winner of Canelo and Cotto. And that's a smart thing for Triple G to do. He could still fight what's going on right there in the middleweight division. I really wanted him to fight Peter Quillin. I just want him out of the motherfucking middleweight division. He ain't worth the shit. I'm sorry that Andy Lee couldn't do it, but I just want to get him on. And for the best fight of the night was David Lemieux versus Ndam. You saw the fight, man. It was real good boxing. David Lemieux winning by KOs of the past recent fights. Fight Ndam against Peter Quillin. He got knocked down 6 times by him. One of the things I do give props to Peter Quillin. I mean, I don't think he deserves the title. I think he's 2 times that he could have lost some fights, and they gave it to him. But he does have a good left hook, and he knocked him down 6 times in this fight. And he's gonna fight David Lemieux, and just to see what David Lemieux. I had David Lemieux like around 6 rounds to knock him out. He did knock him out multiple times. I guess that's the way the Ndam works. He just gets knocked down. But ended up being around the second, probably like to the 7th, 8th round. Ndam came back. He started showing some sturdiness. He got a little second win back. Made it a little better fight. When you looked at the scorecards, it came pretty tight. If it wasn't for those knockdowns of David Lemieux, Ndam could have won. He could have tied it or could have won the fight because there's some 114s, 115s that David Lemieux had gotten. And they probably would have been a split draw or something like that. But good thing that David Lemieux did a knockdown. How many times have you seen a person being so aggressive, throwing those heavy hooks, heavy punches, knocking them down? This is what you want to see in the middleweight division. Hopefully he gets a chance to fight Peter Quillin. Best thing for him to do is go ahead and just go for Peter Quillin. Get some, he's from Canada. Get some people going over to New York, fight Peter Quillin, get that guy out to the side. He needs to step it up himself. But if David Lemieux and Peter Quillin happens, that'll be a good show. I mean, I talk a lot of shit about Peter Quillin not being so great, man. But if he could fight David Lemieux, had no problems, and end up winning, that's a good thing, man. David Lemieux did show that he was kind of he was able to get hit and kind of almost looked like he was getting hurt by Ndam when Ndam was fighting from outside. Peter Quillin does not. He always gets help with his left hook fighting inside. So see what happens. David Lemieux, I think he looked pretty good, man. So hopefully that pushes everything up in the middleweight division, help everything going on. I don't see him fighting Triple G anytime soon unless he beats Peter Quillin, and then Triple G fights whoever wins out of Canelo and Cotto. Whoever wins out of that fights Lemieux. If Lemieux beats Peter Quillin, but let's see what's going on. We just need to push these guys, man. We need to get everybody involved. People that are watching the fights, call for it. I mean, it doesn't matter what the fans say. It's always about the promoters and whatever the fighters want to do. But if the fighters are down to fight anybody and the promoters don't care, win, lose, or draw, like Golden Pro Promotions, got Lemieux. They ain't gonna lose. I mean, if they make him fight Peter Quillin and he wins, that's good. I don't think that much. He gets a little jump, but he don't get that much of a jump. If he loses, I don't think he loses that much because he's not up there, David Lemieux, saying fan wise or popularity wise or money wise. So it's like I don't want to say it's a win-win, but it's like nothing happening. But you're pushing boxing just to have these fights happen, and hopefully that goes on, man. But that was it for tonight. Bronner versus Shawn, which should have been the highlight of the night, but I think Ndam and David Lemieux. You watch that fight; it's pretty good. You want to see a lopsided fight and see just Adrien Broner destroy somebody that didn't do that much or whatever. That guy was just there a punching bag for Adrien Broner, but Adrien Broner did show that he came back from his injury, he came back from the layoff. He's able to stop somebody, and I think he's smart. He shouldn't be taking a big fighter right now, but at the same time, See what happens with Andrew Ward. Well, Andrew Ward, he's rocking the Rock Nation. See what he does with that promotion. See if there ain't no Ricky Dick promotions. And get it green, man. Thank you for watching unboxing. If you have any comments or you want to reply, got anything to say and all of my comments, please reply in the section box below on the comments area. Please like, please subscribe, and don't forget to watch my pound for pound list. That's on my boxing channel, unboxing. Check it out. I think it's pretty good. It talks about the top 5 fighters that's going on right now in boxing. And thank you for unboxing again.
We gon' rumble in this hole. All you chicken head hoes, get your ass off the floor. Yeah.